Today I'm going to give you the complete list of fish in my 125-gallon African cichlid tank. I started this tank in October 2020 with a few juvenile African cichlids. I bought the tank and filters used off of Kijiji, got a great deal. There have been many ups and downs. A few juveniles are still with me to this day. I've had a few fish losses. I've had to rehome a few fish. I scored some nice fish at a really good price. It's been really an awesome journey. Be sure to watch until the end as I reveal what fish is in my grow tank. Also, if you are a fellow fish keeper, be sure to subscribe as I will be posting more videos in 2023. Here is the full stock list. First up, the Fosterochromis rostratus, aka the sand diver. Show male, 7+ inches in length. Really beautiful metallic colors coming in. Love this fish. Picked him up on Kijiji for $40 US. A gentleman in my area was rehoming him and he fit in perfectly with my tank, and of course I love the price point. Great fish, the sand diver. Next up, Tyrannochromis Fryerii, aka Electric Blue Hap. Picked him up about 2 years ago from my local fish store. He was a juvenile, 3 inches. He's probably now between 4.5, 5 inches in length. Beautiful blue, great fish. Would look great in a species-only tank. Next, the Tyrannochromis nigroventor. Purchased this guy as a small juvenile. He is a wild caught straight from Lake Malawi and my most expensive purchase to date. He had a hard time adjusting to my tank, but has settled in nicely and is putting on size. The pattern on his sides are very unique and he has a deep blue coming in on his face. Fantastic predator hap. Moving along, this guy is not a predator hap, but a common hap. This is a Placidochromis SP gyllo reef, purchased from my local fish store. When this guy is in breeding dress, the coloration is unmatched. Probably will not get much bigger than this at 4 or 5 inches in length. Great fish. Now for the Aristochromis Christyi, aka the Malawi hawk. I purchased him a little over a year ago at a local fish store. He has put on a massive amount of size and got that blue on his face since that time. I would say he is now around 6 inches in length. I love this fish so much I bought a second one. The second one is less dominant and hasn't really colored up so much. This is my second favorite fish behind the Malawi trout. That picture of a fully colored up male taken by Yoshihiro Sakai is amazing. Not sure if this picture is real, as I've never seen one swimming around with that much color. Anyway, this fish is a must-have for any predator hap tank. Next is the Bucochromis spectabilis. Obviously this is a juvenile with no color still. Picked him up from a local importer. Cannot wait until he puts on more size and of course gets that blue in his face. He is probably the smallest fish in the tank, but nonetheless, really enjoy having him in there. The ubiquitous Nimbochromis venustus, aka the giraffe cichlid. This guy here, I've had him for a little over a year. He's pushing 5 or 6 inches, eats everything in sight. Sticking with the Nimbochromis genus, this is the Nimbochromis livingstonii. Picked him up from a local importer about 6 months ago. Really awesome fish. He's grown a lot and put on a lot of size and coloration. He's got that nice blue in his face and then the giraffe type pattern on the side of his body. Really unique looking and very aggressive eater. This was an impulse buy. This is a Bucochromis Lepturs Green. I picked him up probably 3 or 4 months ago. Really starting to put on lots of size and get that blue in his face. Really aggressive. Fits in perfectly with my other bigger predator haps. Eats a ton and just really active in the tank. Another common hap. This is a Protomalus SP Steveni Taiwan, aka the Taiwan reef. Had him for almost 2 years. He's probably fully grown. Peaceful fish that keeps to himself and no one bothers. This is not even a hap. This is an Alunicara Co Blue Regal, I believe. I picked him up off the internet, Kijiji, and I believe that's what he is because that's what the gentleman sold him to me as. He's put on a ton of size, holds his own in the tank, and I do enjoy having him in there. Next, the Bucochromis Redfin boreleyi. Picked him up from a local importer who imported him from Aqua House Gauss. Really enjoy the deep red on this fish. This is a Taeniochromis olatonia. If I butchered the first part of his name, I apologize. Picked him up from a local importer about 4 months ago. This fish is hard to come by. He lives in deep waters in Lake Malawi and can put on some pretty decent size. Looking forward to seeing the yellow come in on the body. This was the very first African cichlid that I purchased, the OB peacock. I've had him for 2.5 years. Yeah, almost 2.5 years. I'll have some pictures, B-roll of him when I picked him up as a juvenile. He has put on an immense amount of size. He's been one of the tank bosses throughout the 2.5 years that I've been in the hobby, and I've really enjoyed having him. I would not get another OB. I prefer just the traditional pure predator haps, but I'm not going to get rid of this fish because he's been with me since the beginning. In the grow out is not even a hap, it is another peacock. It's a Nagara flametail, Alunicara Nagara flametail. I could not pass up on this guy. When I was picking up the rostratus, the gentleman threw this in for a really low cost. I didn't really want to take him because of his size and how he wouldn't fit into my predator hap tank, but I couldn't resist. He's so beautiful with those egg spots. So that's what's in my grow out, the Nagara flametail. So that's it. That's the complete rundown, the complete stock list of my 125 gallon African cichlid tank. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing. Also, please consider hitting that like button. Thank you so much for watching and make it a great day.